Adventures with Edna. I'm Chris. I just wanted to thank everybody for watching the Hell's Gate video. It did really well. It's currently my second most watched video, behind the abandoned 47 Ford Coupe. So I'm quite happy with that one turned out. It's still getting views on YouTube, so that's really good. So today, I thought we would go out and check out another cemetery. So today, we're going to another old cemetery here in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Where we're going to check out Magnolia Cemetery. So let's head on out. Here we are at the Magnolia Cemetery. These are the gates here, which I kind of think are really nice. The brickwork here is really nice. It's got a nice wrought iron gate and the sign up above. According to the plaque over here, the gates were donated in 1998, so they're actually pretty new. And it says on this one that the restoration was done in 1976 by the Bicentennial Project of the Spartanburg Garden Club Council, July 4th, 1976. So let's go on inside and check this place out. Looks pretty good out here this time of year with the fresh flowers blooming in the spring. Not your typical scary cemetery scene. So far, it seems pretty interesting out here. Just some of the brickwork is really nice. Everything in bloom. I guess you have to have some magnolia trees out here if you're going to call it Magnolia Cemetery. Very small tombstone right here, but you can't really read it. It's pretty faded out. Magnolia Cemetery overlooks the Dupree house. This house is very old, recently restored. This is not its original location. It actually used to be where the Spartanburg Marriott is now, and they moved the house over here onto Howard Street and have since done a restoration. I don't know a whole lot on it since then, or since it's been moved over here. Possible, I'll have to look into it a little bit, maybe can check it out in a future video. If you'd like to see that, drop a comment down below and let us know. Look at this old tree right here. Even though it's been cut down, it's grown right through the gates, or through the fencing. That's really cool. So the dates on these tombstones: April 14th, 1873 to April 24th, 1915. Thomas Bell, 1854 to 1928. (1872). 46 years old. Doesn't give a birthday. Born 1824, died 1872. Some of the brickwork is falling in around here on this one. Over on that side, that whole wall is completely collapsed. Wonder what happened there. This tree is coming up right through the middle of this one. So, fun fact about Magnolia Cemetery, I read that it's illegal to eat watermelons here. Apparently, at one time, there was so many watermelons growing out here that they were having to fight them off, and they made it illegal to eat watermelons here. And as far as I could tell, that that law is still on the books. Whether it's enforced or not, I don't know. It seems kind of like a crazy law. I kind of went right to horror movies with it, and immediately started thinking of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and Little Shop of Horrors, and vines coming out and grabbing people. But anyway, I'm sure that's probably not why it's in effect. It seems pretty clean out here now. Born July 4th, 1820, died December 6th, 1881. Dearman. This spot doesn't seem to have any headstones in it. There's a random railroad tie in the ground here. This might be for drainage over here because there's no graves through this part, but there is a storm drain down at the other end. It seems to have fallen out of its sign. I guess it's a record of everybody that's buried here. Spartanburg Garden Club. Or if some of this has just come apart with age. It looks like it's had repair work done to it at some time, because it's got the stucco work over the brick. I guess that was the piece of glass that was supposed to be in there with the sign. Wonder if the wind blew it over here or if it was vandalism. Looks like a little ballet shoe or something. Or an elf shoe. (1817 to 1883), 1859 to 1913. I love this old wrought iron work. Can't quite read this one. This old tree right here is huge. That's kind of unfortunate to see there. Myself for size comparison on this tree. through the fence here, you can see the train museum that Chance and I were at in another video. From what I've read, the cemetery was limited from getting too big because of the railroad being right there and the main road right up front and other development around it. Stone. 1874 to 1902. Is that a rat? Maybe it was a bunny at one time. There's money on this grave. A couple of quarters. This one's kind of sad. This crypt says aged 8 weeks, 1860. There's a balloon over there. Another fun fact about this cemetery, I worked with a guy a few years ago that had his son getting married, and they wanted to do a Halloween themed wedding, and they had their wedding out here in Magnolia Cemetery. I don't know what happened after that. 1867 to 1900. A crazy looking bend to that fence. (1825 to 1909). Jason A. Carlisle. This one has a little urn on top of it. Looks like there was a tree coming up through here that probably affected these stones. John Hamilton Evans, 1830 to 1884. A little gate on there. More damage to the wall over here. No fencing between the railroad and the cemetery here. There's a mausoleum right here. That's pretty interesting. Stucco work on it must have come later because you can see the brick underneath. Some more crypts over here. This is a high wall on this section. Pretty neat looking. Getting kind of dark out here now. This just seems to be brickwork here. I don't see any kind of stonework. Another fenced-in section over here. Something else I found interesting going through both this cemetery and the other one is the amount of people here. I've managed to keep them all off of video because who wants to be recorded when they don't know about it? But there was a couple walking through here earlier, and there was another gentleman who came in and parked behind Edna. Then I saw some other people walking through here, may have parked somewhere else. But yeah, and then when I was at Oakwood Cemetery, there was A couple of people out walking. I saw some other people walking their dogs. Some people were pushing a baby. But it is pretty out here. I just never thought to go walk through a cemetery before. This grave is kind of right here in the corner. And then there's a steep hill right down here towards the sidewalk. Well, I pretty much made a full walkthrough at this cemetery. I noticed that there's change on several of the graves out here, usually just 2 coins, pennies, quarters, nickels, that sort of thing. I don't know what that's for. I guess I can Google it later, but if you know, feel free to leave a comment down below and let us all know. I've covered the whole thing out here, and I'm starting to lose the light now, and I don't have equipment to be out here in the dark. Plus, I don't know how legal it is to be out here after dark. I know the other cemetery closed at dusk. So that's going to bring us to a close here on Adventures with Edna. Thanks for watching the video of us walking through Magnolia Cemetery here. And it was definitely really pretty out here. It was nice kind of watching the sun go down while I was out here. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. We really appreciate it. Our numbers have been going up on the number of subscribers as well as viewers. So thank you everyone very much for watching that. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching Adventures with Edna.